Hey, Joe Taylor from Taylor's Do It Centers here to give you a few painting tips today. You know, at Taylor's Do It Centers, we have everything you need for a paint project. We got the caulk and the roller and the tape and the brushes and of course the paint. And so you can get your project started, but I want to give you a few tips today that might save you a little bit of time and effort. You know, first of all, when you're doing a paint project, oftentimes it's a couple of coats, or maybe it's a project you're working on a wall and you want to come back later or the next day to work on. You can save that roller and you can save that brush with a plastic bag and a refrigerator. What I'm saying is take the roller that's wet with paint on it, not right now, but it is, put it in a plastic bag and seal it up with a rubber band and put that in the refrigerator. It'll stay for days and weeks. The key is you're trying to keep the air away from the roller or the brush. Same thing with the brush, wet brush with paint on it, put it in a bag, seal it up, and put it in the refrigerator. It'll keep for days and weeks, and you can come back to that project a little bit later. You know, another neat tip is you got the roller often has lint on it when you get it, and if you take a little lint roller, you can get off all the specks and the dust and stuff off the roller. You know, when you're painting, everybody likes to brush the paint off on the edge of the paint can. Well, that gets paint all in the side and down the front of the paint can. A better thing to do is to wrap the paint can with a big fat rubber band. Use the rubber band as the thing you wipe the paint off of and keeps it in the can and off the sides. You know, when you're storing paint, a really good idea is to take some plastic saran wrap of some kind, and I'll imitate it with a Ziploc bag, and you put it over top of the paint can and then put the lid on that, and that way you don't get any paint in the sides of the paint can and down the side. Just a little way to keep the paint can a little cleaner for use. You know, a neat little idea is to take a plastic milk jug. Instead of carrying this big can of paint up when you're just working on some trim work up top of the paint, top of the house, take a milk jug and cut out the side of it. It becomes a place to store paint in the bottom, using the lightweight handle there and carrying that up the ladder, brushing on your paint, and you also got a place to store your paintbrush. Isn't that cute? All right. You know, a funny thing, you know, a few years ago you could store the paint roller in a Pringles can to keep that nice and moist and put it in the refrigerator, but you know, you don't get as many Pringles in the Pringles can anymore, so that's not going to work, okay? Well, hey, we've had a lot of neat tips here today, and next time you're going to do a project, come down to Taylor's Do It Center and let's do that project together.